like a little crappy. So, I kick it off. How y'all doing? It's Levi Member Solutions. I'm over here in Villain Support. It is breakfast time. Great. Nice train. Lovely. At least you're not going at a speed of which you shake my freaking house. Ah, correction. I can feel it now. Wait. I think I can talk now. God damn it! I know, Killer. I'm working on your breakfast. Mama was running late. Mama usually takes care of the breakfast on days I stream and stuff. Thomas attention, yeah. It's a Levi. Chiropractor appointment. I will be something. My comments kind of got all screwy. I don't know what that one is. I can see the shaking. Yeah. It's not bad, but it's still like one of those things where it's like it's kind of annoying. All right, I gotta feed the cats. So here's the cat's breakfast. A scoop and a half of outdoor cat food. Indoor cats have more sensitive stomachs. They can't handle the red dye 40. The irony. Outdoor cats don't give a shit. Recently, we've been treating the outdoor cats with some extra goodies for breakfast. Now, this is a breakfast-only thing, mind you. And then Killer will get a treat at dinner. The reason why Killer gets a treat at dinner is because even though he's the younger cat, his teeth are falling out. And it's not due to any dental disease, as far as we know. It's just he's gotten old. And for whatever reason, he's losing it. He's been an outdoor cat a lot longer than Stubbs, I think. But yeah, either way. Cut it up. Get some water. We want to hear a slosh. But, and also, at least when I do it, I mix this up thoroughly. Because we get pate for most of it. And we're trying different cans to see, like, do they like the cheap pate? Do they only like the fancy pate? What do they like? Depending on how much food is left, I can go like, oh, they'll just eat whatever. Which so far, they'll just eat whatever. An outdoor cat for you. There we go. Now, he still needs something to chew because he still has plenty of teeth that are just perfectly fine. So we give him like that. And then we take a scoop of the indoor cat food and we put it on top, like a crunchy treat kind of for them, because it's a different flavor too. That's another thing. So, one scoop on top, not mixed in. What this does is for Killer, who has the sensitive mouth issues, it softens up the food. And they get plenty of water. They don't have problems drinking water. Killer, there you are, baby. There you go. And the indoor cat food's smaller, so he can actually eat that. Morning. So Killer is becoming something toothless. Yeah, kind of. I talked to my vet about it, and as soon as we can bring him in, we're going to bring him in and get his shots and everything and have him looked at. But they're not concerned because he's not he's still eating, he's still drinking. He's not showing any signs to be concerned about on our end. And they're like, it's an outdoor cat. You kind of, you do what you want to do. You know, they of course recommend bringing him in as soon as we can afford to. But for him, it's going to be, you know, I'll just eat that cost, an outdoor kitty, and make sure he's okay. As long as he's okay, even if he's losing the teeth over time, I don't really see much reason to spend money on pulling teeth when he's perfectly healthy and then having to bring him inside during his recovery. If he's healthy and he's just losing teeth naturally, he's just healthy and losing teeth naturally. How to Train the live action How to Train Your Dragon remake starring Killer as Toothless and Levi as Hiccup. All right. So breakfast today is going to be a little bit different. If I can get things going. We got this, that chicken I mentioned a while back. That's that pre-cooked, pre-seasoned chicken. We're going to try that today with some rice and broccoli. Maybe a bowl of cereal. If I can get it closed back up. The question is, how do we want to cook this chicken today, everyone? I have some oil that I have yet to filter. It's still good, still perfectly usable, even in its current state. I just usually filter it so I can, take that thing off and put it away. We can heat up the oil and deep fat fry it. It's currently frozen, so I'd have to microwave it. It's fully cooked chicken already as it is, so I don't care about microwaving it to warm it up and then deep frying it to give it a little bit of crisp. We can put it on the pan. Pan's clean. We can sear it up on the pan. If we sear it up the pan, I can literally just put it on there frozen on low heat while I'm doing other stuff and slowly cook it up. Thaw it out and cook it at the same time. I got an indoor cat, and she is hyper. She's the cat from hell. Yeah, I have those too. I'm having breakfast rice, a pork rice bowl, and in the bowl is a layer of kimchi. Then cooked rice and mushrooms and chicken broth cubes, then topped with some cheese, slices of pork ribeye, and more kimchi, and then QP mayo. Have you seen the TV series Lazy Town Dragon? Yes, I have a little bit here and there. It's a kid show. So it probably won't be featured on Villain Support. Mostly because what I have seen is mostly TikTok clips because neither of my kids grew up on it. So it wasn't something I watched. And I didn't grow up on it. Pan sear with a tad of barbecue sauce and rice. I don't know about the barbecue sauce. We can go pan sear it. I get it on low heat. My oil's running out after 2 months? I've got oil downstairs. I'm not worried about that. I thought I had some upstairs, but apparently I did not. Right, let's wash my hands real quick. Just to be on the safe side. I'm gonna have to wash a bowl too because I have not had any of the dishes done because no one wants to do the dishes, including me. And it's easy to do them. Put them in the dishwasher and run the dishwasher. I'll probably ask my spouse to do the dishes. Might be that time. Probably have a couple of sausages too because I brought them up. I wasn't sure what I wanted. I got a bunch of stuff in here that needs to be cooked up as well. Got some fries and things. Probably do some type of burger. I don't know why I'm pouring the chicken in the bowl. I'm gonna make enough chicken that if my spouse wants some, they can have some. It's good for 2 servings. And I'm gonna take you guys downstairs because I don't have room up here to put the chicken away. The broccoli is steamable. That saves me some time. On one of the kids goes to grab you and you're not properly closed, they're gonna fucking spill chicken everywhere. There we go. Now it's clear. Yeah, it's coming downstairs with me. I love how Chris, the other day, when he heard the laugh, I was like, we gotta give a villain that laugh. I'm like, all right. I grew up watching Toy Story. Yeah, same here. Like, I'm aware there's some really iconic villains from Lazy Town. I'm aware because of TikTok, mostly. Honestly, if it hadn't been for TikTok, I don't think I would have ever heard of Lazy Town. I had to grab an applesauce, too. Excuse me? You are not supposed to be on the stairs, and you know it. Go on. What happens when I leave it unlocked? I don't know how you could do... Oh, I could do Bill Cipher. That one's easy. That one I watched. That one I know. Get this up to about a 2. That's... Freeze a hair or something. We're gonna thaw out and pan sear the chicken. Then I'll add the broccoli to it with some butter. I use the oil to do the chicken. We'll add some butter. We'll figure out the flavor from there. Probably just garlic, butter, and salt and pepper. I think would be fine. While we're waiting for that stuff, my kiddo did not put the leftover rice away. Got left in the rice maker on warm, mind you, so iffy there. If it had been underneath the 12-hour marker, I would have been like, sure, but we're at 13. It's like, I'm not testing that there. Rice is one of those foods, as long as you like keep it warm or freeze it and then reheat it properly, you're probably safe. But there is still so much that could go wrong that I'm just not going to risk it. Especially considering that I need to make more anyway. And I got a fancy rice maker. It gives me an excuse to use it. Morning, Levi. Wish I could stay and watch the live stream, but it's laundry. You can put me on the background. I can body double for you with sound. Need to get me a new AC before... Oh, you got to head out. Okay. I'd offer you one, but so far it's looking like I might not need them. We got the old house. It was so hard keeping the house cool that we had an AC for every room that people lived in. So both my kids had their own air conditioner effectively. My spouse had theirs in the main room. Well, we had, okay, so Tobias didn't have his own air conditioner because he abused it. We put it in the kitchen and it blew the air directly into him, so he would still turn it on. But, you know, more people had access to it and could regulate it easier. Raven had their own, and then Mama had a portable for their room, and then I had one upstairs for the office. So we had 4, two of them window mount, and 2 of them portable. That's how it wound up having to be. And I might not need them anymore. So if I don't need them anymore, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Sell one portable and sell one window mount. Jug. I'll leave the live stream running though. Okay. Did you hear the theory that Dipper and Mabel are still trapped in the perfect prison? Defeating Bill was an illusion the whole time? I did. That theory was debunked. Like, there are a lot of theories that the creator will just kind of let be. That was one of them, where he was like, no. What's not a theory is that in every other reality, he wins. But in the reality that we watched, he loses. And that's what bothers him, because he needed to win in every reality to make his thing that he wanted come true. I live in a studio apartment, so one 5000 B2 does very well for me for the entire. If you lived in Utah, I have an 8000 BT. Sell it to you on the cheap. Otherwise, I'm going to charge what everyone else is charging when I go to sell it. Make some of my money back. If I don't know you, I ain't going to screw you, but at the same time, prices aren't going to be any different than anyone else's. Rice. And I want, what do you guys think? Flaky or sticky rice? Like the rice that kind of just falls as you eat it, nice and fluffy, or sticky rice? Which one do you think we should go with? Because I've got two different things. Sticky rice, says Jeremy. You got one for sticky rice. I don't have a preference either way. I like both. I also have black rice, wild rice, a bunch of other different types of rices. But for this, we're doing white rice. My black rice is expensive, so I don't know. Fluffy sticky rice. I can do fluffy sticky rice. That's easy. It's just washing it more often. So we're gonna go sticky rice. I've got two people saying sticky rice. Do we got more peeps to go? It's the consensus is running towards sticky. That's are we doing fluffy sticky or just plain sticky? Because that will determine how often I need to wash this too. Crazy. Actually, I don't know why I need to have you guys over that fluffy sticky. It says dragon. I turned the light back on. I was like, what's going on? I grew up in a house with central air. Oh my God. Central air is a godsend. This is the first time I've ever really had it. I'm just like, love this time. Never want to let this place go. Washing dishes can be therapeutic. Not live on YouTube? No, Steven, I'm live on YouTube. I've got people chatting on YouTube. Jeremy's on YouTube. Can you not see it for some reason? Steve, I gotta go do my job for a few minutes. It won't take me long, but I'll be back as soon as I can. Okay, Blackfire, you have a good one. Chris just sent me a yep, but I don't remember what I asked him. 1 second. Just about the strips. Now it's appeared. Okay. No alert, no notification. Yeah, we have that issue periodically, and it's annoying. have a whole lot I can do about it. Getting work done, but I'm eager to run some Pathfinder. I would love to get back into TTRPGs again, properly and thoroughly. Ugh. I gotta find a group that I mesh well with, though. And that doesn't know me when I start. I've been invited to plenty of games. That's not the problem. It's not a problem for me to game with fans either. I just want to come from an area where people don't know me. And see how things go, you know? Need to find some new victims and new volunteers for my online party. I wanna do an in-person party too. That's another thing. Use this one today. That first bit of rice water is perfect for your plants, by the way, or your hair. Save it for your hair. It's like another conditioner. If you have conditioner, you don't have to use it, but it's great for it. D&D is okay, but a bit simple. It depends on the D&D. Like the reason why it's gotten so popular is because they went and they simplified it. There's a reason why you got Pathfinder and then you got D&D. D&D is the gateway into TTRPG. That's a skit. Hey kid, you want some dice? What? Maybe a little bit of one shots? Oh, I've heard about this. It's D&D. And then do the 80s style thing. This is so horrible. The problem is I don't know if people would appreciate it or be like, hey man, we did a lot of work to get away from the stigma. Come on now. The funky models are the gateway. So for fluffy, sticky rice, short grain rice, combined with a lot of washing, equals sushi rice, fluffy, sticky rice. Also, they do make sushi rice. The sushi. Yeah. Having a day. My allergy meds have not kicked in yet. There we go. That's clear. Even when I shake and move it around, we have barely any starch showing up. There we go. The people who thought they were selling plastic rice, do they understand that selling regular rice is cheaper than selling plastic rice? Who goes and buys rice online without making sure it's rice? That's the reason why. Like somebody went and bought a thing of plastic rice without realizing, how do you do that? How do you pop onto Amazon or something and order what is very clearly labeled as not edible and go through the entire process of cooking? No, you can buy it. I'm not saying that. They went through the entire process of buying it, getting the package that still was labeled not edible and everything, opening it up and cooking it like regular rice and going to eat it. That's what happened. That's the story behind it. And then the internet took over and just made it way worse. You did that? You but plastic. Okay, I understand the dyslexia. There's a warning. Like what was the warning label on? Did you look at the? There should be like a warning label on it. There are two things in life that are infinite: space and human. Oh, you flipped the order. Warning: do not eat. Warning: eat not do. I don't know. I mean, I can understand that. To an extent. But that's got to be some really bad dyslexia. That's like clinical grade bad. I've heard of bad dyslexia. I don't think I've ever heard of. I guess now I have. I ended up being do not eat warning. Huh. Oh. No one make fun of anyone with disabilities, please. That's not what I'm doing. My brain is just braining myself. The person who went and complained and made it go viral, if they were dyslexic, they still blamed it on everything else but themselves. On the bright side, the whole thing made the warnings even clearer on average for those things. Now, the downside is I've got an hour before my rice is ready. On the bright side, thawing the chicken on low heat on the pan, probably going to take that long. Put the frozen veggies. Yeah, we don't need it. Put it in here. Put it in the fridge for now. And we're going to go sit down and we're going to wait. Pretty sure the rice will be done. The sticky rice probably be done in about a half hour. We'll check on it in 30 minutes and see how far it's gotten. If it's done enough, I'll have it. So, if you want to answer this one right here, you can find all of it for free, except for certain things. But Wizards of the Coast went and made like an entire version of D&D completely free use, fair use, and everything like that. They wrote it in, codified it, and it's done. It's over with. So the reason why, like, there was a time where we would not do D&D content and say it was D&D because of the IP stuff that was going on. Well, they went back and they fixed all that, and now it's like, okay, now we can kind of do the thing that everyone knows. Am I telling you to go and buy that stuff? No. But at the same time, it's accessible, it's easy, and the reality is there isn't another system that is like it, that is easy for everyone to get into. And don't tell me Pathfinder, because Pathfinder is not easy to get into. I went and looked at Pathfinder 2, and unless they dumb it down way, way down, it is not a beginner-friendly TTRPG. It's just not. And a lot of people who play TTRPGs are like, well, this is easy. It's still easy. And it's like, it's not easy from the prospect of somebody who's never played TTRPGs. Now, somebody who's played a TTRPG before, yes, Pathfinder is another relatively simple one to get into. But as somebody who's never gotten into TTRPGs, they're going to look at Pathfinder and go, what? Whereas D&D, there's enough pop culture and media The rules are much simpler than even that is, at least to get started. You virtually don't even need to make a character. You can go click something and it'll generate you a character. So, right there. If you played before, Pathfinder is easy. If you have not, it's not. Especially if you're playing with a bunch of new people. DM code should understand. Call my idiom moments when I do that. Oh, I was getting... Yeah. Now, I'm not saying I haven't had stupid moments where, like, I apparently skipped the warning label. Everyone has those moments. My biggest thing is, like, making sure we understand, and I can't highlight Dragon Hun's comments, sadly, on here. I'd have to do it on the computer. But Dragon Hun is on Twitch, and they're dyslexic for all those that were wondering about the conversation. And my son's got worse dyslexic, is worse with dyslexia than I am, and it's one of those things where not everyone is going to second guess everything. There are people, plenty of people, lots of people out there who just, take things at face value, right? And part of that is good to have. It's a good thing that people do that. My trauma. I've mentioned this to Chris. I'm really happy to know and work with Chris, because if I was doing all of this stuff myself, there's a lot of things and a lot of opportunities we would have missed and not done. A lot of collaborations that probably wouldn't have happened because of my nature of, like, I don't know. I don't mean to be pessimistic. That's not what it is. It's just trauma has taught me to be careful, extra careful, extra careful. The jobs I have had, everything like that, has taught me to scrutinize everything. And Chris has been like, hey, I went and did this. I need your input because you kind of look at things a little bit differently. And because of that, we've avoided a lot of scams. The most recent one, there was an animation thing that I looked at and I was like, something feels weird, but I just don't know what it was. And that's all the feeling I had. I was just like, something feels off right away. And I was like, he's got good animation though. This is really cool, but it's just something. And I couldn't figure out a way to word it. Chris was able to figure out a way to word it. And lo and behold, it was like, wait, this is not what we want. Like, there's nothing wrong with what you do. It's just that's not what we're looking, and you're misrepresenting yourself. And so we stepped back away from that and went with the current animator that we're working with. And I'm telling you guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna love it. I have a personal favorite out of the 3 versions that we've gotten, but I'm not going to say what it is. I will say I love all of them, but I've got a personal favorite, and it's the same as Chris. And it's going to be dropping on Saturday, I believe. My Pathfinder turns go way faster, but D&D is generic fantasy. The argument is generic versus complex. Yeah, Jedi. I started playing around. Oh my god, Jedi. I am so sorry. The gods were not in your favor with that one. I started playing 3.5, but I've been doing Pathfinder for 12 years and I still don't know how to fully use it. Yeah, Dragon, that's never got notification. I'm getting told that. Part of it might be my fault. So if I go hit the live notification and I don't wait about 5 minutes before I go live, the notification apparently is not getting sent out. I think it's on me because I'll go live right away. So maybe I should start doing that. Chris should do a D&D live stream with other people involved in zone support. It's me and him. Oh, and guest starred. I don't know. Maybe. I started in the days of THACO. I'm elated to see the rise of the hobby in its mainstream. Yeah, that's cool. We work very well together. I've had moments, and Chris, I've had moments where I've heard of some people who are really critical about me working with Chris. The type of critical of like, kind of riding on his coattails of success. And I was like, I don't think you realize how much I work, but okay. I have gotten to the point where it's like, whatever. Chris gets pissed if he hears somebody has said that or sees a comment or something like that. He will, like, thankfully it's not been very often, as of late, but he gets angry. He's like, no, fuck that. You've been here since a long time. You've been working your ass off. It's been built together. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But damn, I didn't realize how angry you would get. Oh, hey, buddy. You want some loves? You want some loves? Oh, nope, I guess not. It's starting to warm up, though. So, let's go kick off the heater, because it was cold this morning. It was chilly enough that I was like, I didn't want to get out of bed. So now we got to cool the house back down. Please ignore our source. If they can't find something to critique, they make something up. Yeah, well, it's whatever. I don't care. I find it more funny at this point than anything. Yeah, chicken's thawing out nicely, nice and slow on this heat. There we go. I'm gonna ask my spouse if they're gonna want some of this or not when they come in. Our rice has 50 minutes. I said it's not a very complicated breakfast. And I didn't feel tired enough to make tea. Oh my God, I forgot the tea. We should make tea. Please say he's talking to the cat. Yeah, it was talking to the cat. They decided to. Yeah. Okay. As long as your ears are not in airplane mode, you don't actually hate this. His tail is swishing. He's not happy with me. And then get up there. I'm not holding your ass. I'm not holding your ass! I really want to cuddle the big cat. He's a fatty. We weighed him. He's 15 pounds at minimum. Yeah. He's a big cat. Okay. You guys know that I'm about 5'11", almost 6 foot, right? So I gotta make some distance. All the way down. His torso, not even his head, because this is my neck right here, right? So his neck, my neck, his ass, the bottom of my belly. So he still has his head and tail. Yeah. That's how Levi got the scars. Yeah. That's exactly. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't want hair in my food. That was a stupid. Shouldn't have done that. Where is my little... See, this is why I don't bring the lit roller upstairs. Ha-ha! My kiddos have a habit of grabbing it. Well, one kiddo, Tobias, We'll grab it and move it. There we go. Use a dryer sheet? Eh. I bought these, a giant pack of them, because I was having trouble with everything, all the hacks and everything just weren't cutting it. Nothing I did worked except for the disposables. So I spent like $20. And I got like 10 extra rolls and like 3 of the little handles that also had them on there. And I'm like, okay, still have not gone through it. I still have like 5 rolls left, 5 or 6 more rolls left. I was just like, all right. If it works, it works. I'm going to put the applesauce in here as well. So I wonder if I can do the one thing. Nope. Ah, damn it. Oh. No, my apple, it fell. It means it got bruised. All right, we're having apple today. I was going to save that for tomorrow, but oh well. Bombard, you have a question. Do you want chicken? All right, do you want rice too?
I don't know. Maybe.
How about broccoli? Okay.
I love that today.
Huh? I did not catch that.
I want to bet today.
Oh, you want to bet today? What would you make a bet on?
Apparently, I made a bet on who was going to show up. That was left over from our team working on the aisles.
Hmm.
Who was going to show up first?
And you want to bet?
Yeah.
And it was actual actual cash bet.
Yeah. Apparently, I didn't know it was.
You would have had to pay.
I had 5.
Okay, but you would.
I know my team.
Congrats, I guess, are in order for winning a bet. $5. It's $5. Levi, yesterday you and Chris were talking about the economy, and I was really wondering why it was more stable when we were on gold and silver. No, it was not. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Look up Fool's Gold. Now, the reason why it's unreasonable to use, like, by the way, we're still doing gold and silver standard for the economy. That's still a thing, just not in the same manner as it was. But no, it was unsustainable with population growth. Fool's Gold is fantastic. It was artificially stable. Right there. But yeah, Fool's Gold, aka pyrite, which also has a use in electronics now, by the way. Yeah, we're production based more than just gold. That's right. So, oh hey, you want to show me something? You have to come around the other way. I don't remember. That's not what I was.
It's better.
Oh my god, it's funny.
It's the chirping too. You can hear him still saying, "They're breaking. He's gonna break down the mountain."
Oh my god, that was the TikTok video, probably on YouTube too, where the Lord of the Rings scene, where Sauron is casting the spell to bring the mountain down, or whatever, and instead they have him singing "Hold Me Down" really, really badly. It really slowed down inflation. That's $5 and get you 10 minutes of non-weapon gameplay, man. You and Chris should do a skit with Gary where he thought he was rich until one of you tells it's fine, right? There's a skit that we want to do that basically is just Gary continuously falling for scams. And I was like, dude, that's like an immortal poker house type deal. I was like, dude, you've fallen for this, you've fallen for that, you've fallen for this, you've fallen for that. I mean, come on, man. The low heat thaw is nice. But we're gonna have to bring it up temperature here in about 10 minutes or so. But it's still cold from the pan. So I'm not concerned about it. But in 10 minutes, there'll only be 30 minutes left for the rice. And then another 10 minutes of searing with the regular cooking and everything will be good to go, because by the time I get done officially making breakfast, the rice should be mostly done. Have you seen the Jack Black Lord of the Rings scene? No, I have not. Yeah. No. Gary falls for the scams, and he unwittingly spreads them. He's the type of guy that goes, listen, this is a great deal, trust me. And he's not meaning it like trying to take you for a run. He's already invested himself all his money. And he's like, I'm telling you, man, it's going to take off. It's going to take off. And then he went and invested in like the wrong thing, and it dies. There's like a lot of different examples. I don't have one solid one right now. He went and invested in Circuit City right before it closes. He went and tried to buy out Radio Shack right before it closed down and everything. That kind of thing. Like, he lost money because he bought at the highest point and then they died. Yeah, invested in Beanie Babies. He went and invested hundreds of $1,000s in Beanie Babies and then held on to them. He still has a castle. Well, no, he no longer has a castle full because he used up everything. There you go. Apple futures. Oh my God. Yeah. Like he was on the board of directors of Blockbuster and told them not to let Netflix buy. It was never going to take off. I don't have enough context to say yes to this. I know Constantine. I know Rick and Morty. I don't know the rest of that. Not clicking. I put it in R-rated, so it's spicy, but you like it. You get 3 minutes when you got 3 minutes to spare. Oh, I took a look at the live from the other day where we were doing the voice. Let's see if I can do it. Somebody wants to give me a quote. I'll do the quote. But the Palpatine Joker. So we give a bit of the gravel. The gravel is really easy to do for me. I can do that any day. Something, dark son. All I have to do, Batsy, is laugh. hearing that through the live, I was like, holy shit. Even the regular Joker Batsy is relatively close. But for me, doing the Batsy is like a really easy one to get into Joker. And then the something dark side. Gary invested in Blockbuster Online expansion. The gravity voice makes you sound like Beetlejuice, and the evil laugh would work as well. Yeah. It's because I can do a really high-pitched evil laugh. I can also do a so let's see if we can combine the deeper laugh with the something. Oh, that's a different whole. I can do the higher pitch one. Something. Oh, that sounded kind of like a coo. That was interesting. Samurai Jack. I might be able to do a coo. I don't know. I'd have to listen to myself afterwards. It's not too shabby though. It's not too shabby at all. It causes phlegm buildup down there though. I got to work on it to the point where I don't need to depend on the phlegm. Practice makes perfect. We need to drop it down. Yeah, we've had Aku. Done a call with them before. I had an idea to do the Aku. Well, not me, somebody else. Aku avatar mix-up thing, and a bunch of people were like, "Yes, do that." I'm gonna need a new water dispenser. That's not great. But it's fun doing the voices. And I have the energy. And Chris not knowing that I could just randomly do voices. I didn't realize how like I never thought to like listen to the voices that I do on stream very much. Mostly because I have a hard time usually capturing, remembering, and sustaining those voices. Hey, Jeremy. Another Jeremy. Imagine Aku finding out that his daughter had a baby with Samurai Jack. What is your... I can't read Dragon's comment because of the share you referring. Have any of the villains from Power Rangers ever called in? Yeah, we've done Rita. We did a whole Power Rangers like mini series way back in the day. I don't know if it's on YouTube though. I know it's on TikTok, or was. Would honestly probably have to be better just to redo that entire series. Oh, hey, I got a fruit cup. Let's put that in the fridge too. Kiddo spilled soda all over my beard comb the other day. I have to wash that. On the back side of my beard brush. Now I can do this. Is no one making comments, or is my thing just frozen? I can't see what Dragon Hunt 55 said until somebody. What is my passive perception? ADHD. There's a difference between passive and active too. You have a lot of people. So passive, you're sitting around not doing much. Bam, something happens. You pay attention to it. Passive, and so your passive is higher. Passive, lower. You're actively concentrating on something. I'm pouring a bottle. And the more concentration you require, the lower your passive perception honestly is going to be, because you are blocking out your surroundings to pay attention to what you are doing. Okay? It's passive perception. Active perception. You are actively looking, listening, and trying to decipher things. And that ain't in the low digits. I say ADHD in the good way, because even when I'm not paying attention, if something's directed towards me, it's also trauma-induced perception. So, like, at all times, whether I like it or not, I'm usually like things, right? The difference is when I'm in a safe location, or what I perceive to be as a safe location, and I let my guard down. My spouse can very easily scare me and stuff like that. That's a difference. But if I'm in a location that I like, let's say I go camping, at no point in any time of the day, time frame, or anything that I am there, or even at a friend's house. Like, even if I were to visit Chris's house, I love Chris, I trust Chris and everything like that. My body and brain would go, this is a new location, cannot relax. Do not know what's going to happen, right? And so, like, an example of this is when I was in school, and I perceive the location as safe still, mind you. Like, this place, I've been here long enough that I know what's going on and everything. I still feel it as safe. Somebody threw was it an orange? No, it was a baseball. Might have been an orange. Anyways, baseball shaped item at my head, full speed. Would have hit me, would have hurt. What? Click! Caught it. This is not the first time that I've done that. It was not the last time. I've done it many times before. I freaked out my kids and even my spouse on my reaction speed when it comes to something coming at me at almost any direction. I just feel it. It's unnatural. What that is a mixture of the ADHD and trauma. I am always prepared, and it sounds wrong, for something to go wrong. Sounds bad, but that's the truth. I'm always prepared to get hurt. I have trauma senses. It's Friday senses. That's trauma senses. Yes, yes. Give crispy. Join the dark side. But John, the chicken tastes so good, crispy. Palpatine, there's crispy, there's extra crispy, then there's burnt. You know, the way John would say it would be Palpatine, there is crispy, extra crispy, and then there's Anakin. How do you want your chicken? I like it on the Anakin side. What? I like it on the dark side. No. Oh my god. That's such a bad joke. No one hate me. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Oh, I can understand Levi. It was hurt a lot growing up. It caused me to be I rarely leave my house unless it's to buy food. Yeah, Timothy, no, it's I'm gonna do that when I order chicken next. I'm sorry. And you want to get a chicken. Anakin Skywalker. Oh my god! Oh, that's a bad trend to have started. That's a bad trend. Going to hell. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta make that a full skit. Somebody at the thing, like right here, just cooking. All right, Hound, how do you want your chicken? That's it. Oh, I was doing a joke. I was doing a bit. I was gonna say, how do you want your chicken? This is where you walk in and you say, I want Anakin Skywalker.
I don't want Star Wars.
Darth Vader. Oh. The physical pain that comes from this. Do I need to tie you to a chair, giggity, and force you to watch Star Wars? Non-giggity. No response. I mean, I like Star Trek too, but oh my goodness. Frozen broccoli added with the chicken. I cool the pan down. We glazed the pan too while we're at it because of all the water and frozenness, which is nice. We're going to lower the heat down to about 4 now. So, should have a lid somewhere right there. Oh, and it fits. Perfect. All right, we're going to add a bit more butter. I like butter. Also, the butter kind of said that you don't want to be part of the dish. We'll walk away from that as I turn down the heat after adding in the cool. So the pan will have to come up to temperature. Kiddo likes Star Trek. Show them Babylon 5. Oh, that'd be a way to rewatch it. Yeah. My spouse, on the other hand, I'm not so sure about it. There's some lemon pepper, actually. Lemon pepper seasoning. Trying to set you guys somewhere. There's some lemon pepper. And the garlic. We're gonna hold off adding the garlic last minute. Oh, you can smell the lemon and the pepper. Does this mean it's going to affect the natural taste of the chicken that is pre-seasoned? Yeah, but that's all right. Where's my freaking salt? Child? You are not here for me to ask where my salt is, child? Did you do? Oh. Frick is it all the way over there? Nice deep glazed pan. Broccoli is thawing out nicely. We're gonna put the lid back on so it'll steam it. Continue to thaw out, release some of its water, absorb some of the flavors. Wash my knife. Honestly, like the New Republic Jedi. We forgot about the tea. Never forget about it. Warm up the water now. Oh, I put it away where it belongs. No, they didn't. Put it clear in the corner. They put it in the corner of shame. You should do Alexander Anderson Alexander Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Ooh. Mr. Anderson. I relax down. Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson, we've been trucking you for some time. It gets harder when you start doing other stuff. Pretty sure the Battlestar Galactica movie Blood and Iron would be good to watch. Where's my flying car, Bruce? Betsy, where's my flying car, Bruce? Oh, that's not too bad. I don't know. I should go see the 20th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3. I should force everyone to come with me. What's the Beerus and the Cone of Shame video? I don't know. I don't know where that is. I don't know where it's at. All right. Going to need to watch a couple pieces of silverware because no one needed these dishes. Also need another bowl for myself. Although they know how to use chopsticks. Just forcing me to use chopsticks. I didn't want to watch a spoon. You hasn't let me know how close I got to that Joker one. I'll ask my spouse real quick if they want chopsticks or if they want a spork. Hey, sweetie, you want chopsticks or a spork? I'm gonna do chopsticks, so that means I don't have to do any more dishes. They just released a bunch of old Star Wars game for the Switch and PS5. Ooh, Cone of Shame video would be a fun video to watch. The Spork of Power. By the way, for those that are wondering where I got the Spork of Powers. I buy cheap chopsticks, don't at me. I have no problem giving them the ceremonial rub of, you bought cheap chopsticks. Yes, I did. I did buy cheap chopsticks, and I don't want the bamboo in my shit. All right. Now we can put the stuff away. Turn the heat back up a little bit beyond 4. Give this a mix. Chicken's got a nice crust on it. We're going to bring up the heat and get rid of some of the water. 17 minutes until the rice is done. And again, I cooked this from frozen on the pan. Slow, low heat until it was fully thawed, 100%, and then wasn't cold. And then I cranked the heat up with a little bit of oil, added to give it a crisp, made sure everything was crispy. And this chicken was pre-cooked already, so I wasn't worried about anything from there. Added my seasonings that I wanted to add after adding in the broccoli and lowering the temperature back down so I could steam the broccoli. And now we're turning heat back up to boil off the water, as well as basically just finish the process up. If I had some onion, I'd throw some onion in here too, but I don't have any onion that can be tossed in. Yeah. And I'm not quite confident I want barbecue on it. I don't think I want barbecue on it. I don't know, I'll figure something out. I got a couple of bagels. Go ask my spouse if they want a bagel too. Put that on a tool, put it down, press bagel. See if they want a blueberry bagel with strawberry cream cheese. Do you want a blueberry bagel with strawberry cream cheese as well? Okay. Toasted? Okay. Dragon, I do not know what you're saying quite yet. I need to wait until another comment pops up. You need any more support for bills? Not currently. Don't get me wrong. I can always use it because I got another, where's it at? $35 medical bill that showed up after you guys donated. Freaking pain in the ass. Not that you guys donated pain in the ass. The bill showing up after we figured stuff out. I'm currently waiting for the funds for the bills to clear so I can pay the other ones off. But I'm okay. Biggest thing I'm worried about is getting food currently. Where is my parquet? It's nice. It's convenient. I still have some left. Ooh. But outside of that, no. Like, you guys went and knocked that so far out of the park. That I'm just waiting for stuff to clear. All the money that I currently have is being like, I've got like $100 to my name right now that I can actively use. Just for food when we need it, which I have not needed that much food because we got a lot at home. Matter of getting like the small things that we may not have, or like maybe I want to do something special for the stream. Which the benefit of doing special things for the stream is that everyone gets to enjoy it. Yeah, but no, you guys don't need to donate. $35 for the bill is not going to make or break me. Frodo's vet visit is in a few weeks, like closer to the end of the month. And all that money, the exact amount that I need, is squirreled away right now. After that's gone, I'll be hurting, but it won't be too bad. After that's gone, I'll go back to saving money back up. And hopefully, the medical bills stop coming in. I keep finding things that aren't covered by insurance, apparently. That's why the insurance skit resonates so well with me. That Chris is doing, and I'm like, you got to do this. You have to do. Whoa! Holy shit! Tyler! Holy crap! Saw the notification right as I was turning around. Oh, that's my key. That's my key. That is my key. I've got so many things going on right now. I don't have time. Tyler, or whoever donated. Dragon, was it you? Food's almost done. That's evaporating. That just popped. Damn it! I can't process. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Son of a bitch. hot, hot. I need some more parquet. I don't need parquet. Parquet is just basically vegetable oil meat. Tastes like butter, but no, that's combining it. Softens the bread, makes it taste like butter goodness. And then we add in the other stuff. If I'm using the back end of the chopstick, yes. I'm going to wash the back end of a chopstick, also yes. Well, it was a coffee donation, so apt. Yeah. Yeah. 120 coffees. Thank you. I don't even know how much. I don't know if I'd have to look at it because sometimes it'll say 5 coffees and it winds up being like $20, and sometimes it'll say, it's really weird. I don't know. Either way, thank you. $600? What? What? It was $35 medical bill. I will set it to the side for any more surprise medical bills, is what I will do. Holy shit. And cats. And cats. Cats are expensive right now. Their medical bills are, oof. But that is nuts. You guys don't need to do that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're not doing Napa math, Levi. Nuts. You guys are beyond amazing. You guys are going to make it so that I don't need to take a paycheck. Like, you guys are going to make it so I can't take a paycheck, actually. Which is fine, because it means we get animation done. You guys are... Streaming is nuts. Thank you. Streaming is... Like, I've seen people stream and get massive money in donations, and I'm like, that's cool. I don't have that money. I'll just watch your ad. I'm broke. I can't give you money for things. Let me just watch the ads constantly here. Help you that way. Oh, look, I got a bit. Let's give you the bit. I have an Amazon Prime. Let's use that. How I support my streamers. Getting to the day where I will be able to do what Tyler just did would be nuts. And I would absolutely adore it. I would absolutely love to be able to be like, hey, streamer, you're having a tough time and you're somebody that I greatly enjoy. Here's a few $100. Local food pantry, let's do a donation-a-thon thing and get you guys a bunch of money. Although right now it's a little bit wonky doing that. Chris is very adamant, like we need to, and I agree with him, we need to like make sure we're financially stable before we like just pick on random charity projects. Because otherwise, you're borrowing from Peter to give Paul food, and now you owe Peter money, and now you don't have food. There we go. Got me and my spouse a couple of goodies. Might have left this on the heat a bit too long. I got sentimental. That's okay. Leave that bottom layer. I don't know. Take this off the heat while we're at it. I'll apparently put it right back on the heat. Holy shit. I don't have a spot to put that off the heat. And I forgot about my key because of all the truffle. We have a plan though. If I know I'm not looking at comment section, I am actively doing way too many things right now. I will see it in a minute. We have a plan that when we get large enough, we want to have a charity thing that people can donate into, as well as ourselves, so that we can return the favor to anyone and everyone. I saw the streamer Co Carnage actually get a donation of $8,000 before. Damn! Now you can afford deer jerky. Now I can afford deer jerky. Now I can afford deer jerky. Oh my goodness. That's a good one. Oh, I'm not even. I have to go to the farmer's market. It's the only place I can get deer jerky right here. Trevor, Clearman, thank you. What is my favorite grocery store? The one that's having sales. I prefer. There's a local place. There's a fresh market that I like going to that does a lot of sales on meat. Used to be really good sales, and then inflation happened, and I was like, eh. But periodically, I can still grab something really good over there. And then Smith's has some really good sales periodically. Walmart doesn't really have good sales. Whenever their meat goes on sale, it's usually spoiled and bad. So I tend not to go there for their stuff. Hey, sweetie, do you want some rice vinegar too? Shit. You clean the fridge. You say no? You don't know yet? Okay. All right, where is my rice scoop? We are effectively, yes, yeah, the channel I moderated for, use your channel membership for charity. Yeah, so we're on Discord, we're trying to figure it out. It's going to take a while to get that monetized, and any memberships on Discord. Plan is that like, besides like for tax purposes, what we need to take for tax purposes, the rest of it would go to pay people who moderate Discord, which would be really cool because we can finally be like, hey, yeah, this is yours. The thing I hate about this particular rice, it doesn't smell that great after cooked. It's also old rice though. That's partially the reason why. A little bit of rice vinegar. Ooh, it smells so good. Give it a stir. Scoop. My rice maker's about to sing to us. I'll set you guys right here for a second while I give this a stir. Any minute now, it should go off. You can see the heat from the rice. It's actually causing my glasses to fog up. Levi, do you ever make steamed broccoli and cauliflower covered in cheese? Absolutely. My son loves it. Are we not going to go off? I'm going to walk away and you're going to go off. can change the song on here. I just choose not to. Brooklyn. Russ. We're gonna add a bit of that teriyaki seasoning stuff that I've got. On top. I've been getting used to this more and more. Told you, like, some things are just an acquired taste. Like, I never hated it. It was seaweed. Getting used to this taste of seaweed is an issue. I don't have a paper. There it is. Grab a paper plate. With this. I got an apple over there that because it fell, I gotta eat that now. So, and it was cleaned yesterday. But I'll give it a quick wash. Give me one, I'll get out of your way. I got you I guess I got you a bowl right there, but that has the teriyaki. Crap. Do you mind the seaweed stuff on top? All right, here. And it does have rice in it because I screwed up which bowl was which.
All right.
You can go sit down. I'll be there in a second. I just gotta get my bowl. That way you can make fun of me. Make everyone laugh. And by the way, we got a $600 donation directly to us today. Right? That was Tyler. Do you want to say shout out Tyler? Or Dragon Hunt on here.
Dragon Hunt?
Dragon Hunt 55.
Okay, I'm trying to realize if you're saying hunt or hunt.
I think it's Dragon Hunt. Might be a different word. But either way, shout out to Tyler. Because that's
Yeah. Ow.
there's a little this is too much of a serving for me right here. You want a little bit more?
We'll see.
Oh, like got to add my rice vinegar to my rice before mixing it up like I did with Mama's. But it's all right. And I've got your. Get you a plate for those. Bring that over. You want some applesauce too, or not? No. As much as I don't mind bitter tea, I like a couple teaspoons of sugar, or in this case, 2 cubes. Put the red sugar away so it doesn't go bad on us. Put the parquet away as well for the same reason. Now we can go sit down, say hi to everyone, properly read chat. I can get made fun of.
I had a funny thing happen to me.
Want to share your work story?
Well, they have one of those motorized floor waxers that no one has to drive around.
Yeah.
His name is Charles. And they recently placed one of those inflatable clowns on it named Bozo.
Okay, for those who don't know, there's a lot of stores now that do the AI-driven automatic robot floor wax cleaners and stuff, or stalkers, and they usually still have a seat on them. And yeah, Charles, you're a floor waxer. Bozo the clown.
Yeah, which is one of the punch clowns.
One of the punch clowns is sitting on top of it. And I think that.
No, it gets even funnier.
Oh.
Well, Lexi and I were talking about it. She was talking about how she's scared of clowns.
Oh yeah.
I said, I don't understand that one, but I do understand fear of balloons. He was like, yeah, can you imagine if you had to deal with both clowns and balloon fear at the same time? and she's opening a soda at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So she opens it, starts bubbling up. She goes, "If that was to happen to me, I said, oh, you do that really good."
Oh, the dirty jokes at work. I have a cousin that's terrified of clowns. That would scare him crapless. Our WM has a teddy bear dressed for this, just for a scene. That's one of those at our Sam's Club. It's named Friendo. That's awesome.
This is the first day they've added the clown.
Accidentally seared the broccoli, but it actually turned out really good. I like that.
Kind of makes me want to get salad just to put the broccoli into.
Mm.
This broccoli.
It's not hard to do. I can do this more often than I can the oven one, to be honest.
But that one I need Caesar dressing for it. Mm-hmm. As you said, we have to finish off some of the sauces.
Mm-hmm. I thought this would need more sauce. It is a little on the dry side, but it really doesn't need more flavor. It's got plenty of flavor to it. The chicken is okay.
Broccoli.
To everyone wondering, the chicken is the Sam's Club chicken bite things that I showed you guys. And they are pre-seasoned. They're not bad. I think if I were to make my own, which would be easy to do, it's just time consuming and like space. And Levi, do you know how to make broccoli and rice with beef tips? Yeah, just replace the chicken with beef.
They'd probably fry up the rice then.
Oh, that'd be a good one too. That tea feels good in the throat, especially when, I don't know. Have I shown you the Palpatine Joker thing I did? Something dark side. So I got to get into that, and then I go Betsy. So it's a gravelly Joker.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. But we discovered I can do the voice really easy, and because I know the Joker character, it feels more natural.
Now try saying, "Do you wonder how I got these scars?"
Something dark side. Do you want to know how I got these scars? See, Heath Ledger's Joker is much different. Do you want to know how I got? I'd have to hear his.
Personally, it sounded pretty good.
Was it pretty good the first time?
His is the only one that I could think of with actually gravelly voice. So.
True, yeah. Oh, Timothy, pork is great with broccoli and rice. It's absolutely fantastic.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Why? Pork with broccoli and rice? What's wrong with that? Because it's an actual dish already?
I'm not going to continue it. Because that one is not good for your channel.
Yeah, thinking something. You just don't know what. But yeah, the inflections are much different for Heath Ledger's stuff. And like that one I need practice on. Because I don't mind Heath Ledger's Joker. It is blasphemy, whatever, to put down Heath Ledger.
Blasphemy?
Yeah. To put down his Joker because he passed away shortly after. But if we look at it from the aspect of like, oh, there's more broccoli over there.
Broccoli. It's okay. It was a joke.
It's okay. I got a giant piece right here that's got plenty of you want this one instead? No. Right. It's like beans. Yeah, different takes on the same character. People who are like, no, Heath Ledger did the best one. No, Heath Ledger did the best one because he died shortly afterwards. So there's not another Joker. He had one take on it. He did a fantastic job, but he was never able to come back to it. And so it's become like an unwritten rule. Don't diss that Joker.
I mean, there's a possibility, but it's going to require a Ouija board.
That's hot. I didn't mean it like that either. That's not. Oh, that came out wrong in so many ways. By the way, have you eaten? What have you eaten? Have you hydrated? So on and so forth. Conversation change.
Hey, you're the one that wanted me here to make jokes.
We're
Something at
super
your
easy.
expense.
True. They're super easy to make. The rice balls.
Oh, I thought you meant the jokes.
Maybe I should end the stream early. No. Making frozen. Nothing this morning due to me hunting. Good luck on your hunt, though. Stephen owned. Making frozen pancakes. I have eaten 3 pieces of bread and cream cheese. That's so good. This is, I think, probably my spouse's first real meal in a while. Were you able to get a
No comment.
I haven't been able to cook the last couple of days, so yeah.
Was I able to get a
Protein bar thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I gotta wait for the funds for another week again. So the way Buy Me Coffee works, it waits till the next Wednesday to start the process. Since today's Wednesday, it's already processing the previous request that I did. So now I have to wait again. Once I get back, I'll make green chili with deer. Ooh, that sounds good. I don't do a whole lot of green chili personally. Just not a huge fan of it. It doesn't
Well,
mean that
you
it's
said
not
the
good.
same thing about jalapeno.
True. I say yes to that one. So Timothy is like, how do I like the sausage? Do I like it as links or patties? I say yes, because I like both sausage links and sausage patties. Hey, Rio.
You can eat all the sausage you want.
Currently drinking soda, but I will start working on my 114 ounce water and after this. Oh, cool. I had 4 leftover brats, a bowl of leftover fries, and 4 chimichangas. Jeez, Logan. That is good to hear. That's a healthy amount of food. I'm guessing.
Sounds like how much I sometimes eat after work.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I would eat.
And you burn so many calories, you need to make up for it. I like German sausage. I can't. Like from a certain, like if you put the rest of the what's in there on top of that and then put that foil on it, I'll have it for lunch. Yeah, Dragon, I saw the one. What?
That was a clean plate.
No, it wasn't. You had food on it.
That was still clean. It was only a bagel. Wasteful.
I'm not throwing it away right now. They weren't able to eat all their food, and I just told them to go put it away and I'll eat it later. Although, if you want to eat it later, you can eat it later too. There you go. Levi, should I try something? Dynamite fishing? No. It's illegal in like all states. Pretty sure, right?
What?
Don't. Dynamite fishing? I don't think that's legal anywhere.
You never know with some of these states.
Texas, maybe. Yeah, don't do dynamite fishing. Don't do that. Look, I remember growing up on a farm, being up at about 5 in the morning. Oh my God. You got up at 5? You got to sleep in. 5? Fuck. What I would have given to wake up at 5. Get up. I go take care of the cows and the chickens. All right. All right. Sun's peeking up. Let's go take care of the fences before the cows get out to go graze. I'm like, okay. All right. Fences are taken care of. Cows and chicken are taken care of. Let's go start on the hay. Depending on the season, it was weeding, it was growing, it was just like nonstop on the hay. It's never. It's only illegal if you dig. Y'all. Sometimes people forget that I grew up in the country. Chickens I like doing. Chickens I don't mind. And when I say take care of chickens, it's not just feed and water. It's check for eggs and clean their pen. And that was a daily thing. There's a lot of people who don't clean the chicken coops daily. The reason I prefer to clean them daily is because it means I have less of a mess to clean up. It takes me 5-10 minutes to clean up a chicken mess if I do it daily, versus it's now a 3-hour job that I'm dreading to do. Do it daily. From a physical standpoint, it just makes more sense. You don't have the time to do it that day. Do it the next day. It's a little bit big of a job, but 10 minutes is better than 3 hours. You had to take care of chickens, didn't you?
Repeat that?
Did you have to take care of any chickens when you were growing up?
Uh-uh.
I'm telling you, if I ever get chickens, we should clean the coop every day. Not every week like most people do, or once a month. It is just not worth the hassle to do it once a month. They should know.
Again, I own horses.
Now, I get deer out of my front lawn, and I'm not allowed to shoot them in any way. Huh? That's not just because we're by a highway. I looked it up, and we can't be sure if the deer are free grazing deer that are owned outside of that. And so if we shoot somebody else's property, even though it's on our property, we could still get fined for that property. And the deer that they sell here, that's like grown or whatever, is like thousands of dollars. So I'm not touching the deer. I will to Dragon about using a compound bow. I will say this. If I ever take out a deer, I will never tell you guys directly, because that would be admitting to something. And just in case that would land me a huge fine, I would never do that. Fine a landowner's permit. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Because then if they show up on my lawn, it's much harder for them to be like, I gotta charge you. And I was like, hey, showed up on my lawn. I didn't see a tag. Freaking record the whole thing just to be on the safe side. But no, we've had a group of deer come over here and graze. It fixes a loophole. In my area, if it's tagged, it's free. What? You mean if it's not tagged, it's free, or if it's tagged, it's free?
Because that feels contradictory. Or is it like one of those things where if it's a tagged deer, it's being tracked for migration purposes and you're allowed to shoot it? Because then they get to find out where it landed. I know some places do that for studies and whatnot. There you go. All right. I don't know if that's what's happening or not. I just don't want to take the chance because apparently there have been people who have been charged. Oh, I don't care. Let the deer come on over. I don't care if they eat my lawn. It's a free lawn mow. The deer do not bother me in any way. And in fact, I quite enjoy being able to go out and being like, oh, hey, you're back. And if I got a vegetable I can toss them, I'll toss them a veggie. They've only eaten the veggie once, but they still ate it. Yeah, always check the rules. About the produce, when we are going to be growing stuff very shortly. I got a little bit of soil. I'm keeping my milk jugs as temporary or even possibly permanent containers for the plants. And we're going to be growing, at least this year, because I don't want to make a big giant garden and then have to move. Because there is a possibility I might still have to move in October. So I'm also still trying to like save as much money as I can, just in case I have to move again, which would suck. I don't think that they would make me move. I think it would go to month, and they would raise my rent every month is what they would probably do to like the amount that they want me to sign on for, which would make life annoying and difficult and not something I really want to do. But I'm hoping that they're not that type of people to do that. I'm just, after the experience I've had, I'm being cautious. So for this first year, we're getting rid of a bunch of old stuff that we still don't need, a bunch of items and everything. We needed new furniture, so we're getting new furniture, but we're making sure it's furniture I can take apart and that's in good shape. And we're being leery and cautious about getting too much furniture that we really like is more of a want than a need, right? Oh, that's cute. Precision and pecan are deer magnets. Oh, fish guts and carcasses in the soil with them. If I could, Dragon is asking if I could swap any two animal sounds, which one would you flip? The sound a deer makes with a chicken. I think it'd be funny as hell to see a deer go and a chicken go or whatever it is. Deers make really weird noises. Like it depends on the deer. Deer can get really loud. Don't get me wrong. They like. God, I can't do the deer sound. I've got a whistle thing that I could probably do. But it'd be funny as hell. No, but I kind of don't mind. Timothy, your comment. Angry at having to pay a farmer 10 grand because deer he owns eats their corn crop. Yeah. Yeah, don't mess with corn. The GMO stuff is nasty. You would flip screaming goats and crickets. Oh my God, that'd be so horrible. The sleep headphone, noise canceling sleep headphones prices would skyrocket. Fawn beating. Yeah, fawn beating. Yeah, there you go. Give me a moment. I suppose it'd become natural at a certain point, but if it was just like randomly, Logan, what did you say? A fox scream and a cow's moo. That'll be a funny one. It'd be so funny if it was just randomly one day, all of a sudden all the animals had just like swap. Instead of the cow goes moo, the duck goes quack, the dog says Edward. Now available in our merch shop. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Oh. I got to go shopping. Good job. We're gonna be able to. Thanks to a donation, it's like I don't have to worry about food. I'm probably gonna put most of it away for future medical bills, vet visits. But I think a good 100 of it will probably go to food. And we just need to like get through the week. Food has gotten so expensive, no matter how you buy or what you buy. Like, thankfully, because of the massive amount that we did earlier in the year, like we're still okay. I think I need to restock on a couple small things. I'm gonna need some more rice vinegar. I need some more olives. Those are expensive though, so I don't get them a lot, and I don't use them a lot. I have like 2 cans left though, out of like the 6 that I bought. Still have plenty of green beans, corn, regular veggies. We're good there. I don't have to buy any of those, which is good because the price went up by like 20 cents in my local area, even for the cheapest one. I was like, I don't want to travel to Salt Lake for that. It was hilarious nonetheless. Don't watch it. We already had some. I think Dark Wolf went and watched it, and like I would not. If you've never seen it, I'm not telling you to go watch it. That is introducing you to, oh, it's so sweet, trauma. Not doing that to someone. That was like when a bunch of my friends were trying to get me to watch the 2 Cups video or whatever it is. I have never seen it. I only know about it secondhand, and that is more than enough. I've never been traumatized by it. Yummy. I have to go be a functional adult. Dark Wolf, I'm so sorry. I would have never told you to go watch that. Like I said, it goes from, oh, so sweet, to trauma so quickly. If you've never seen it, it's out of left field. You never do. You could actually skip that episode in its entirety, and he comes up like once more, and he's like, okay, that's a bad guy. Make a big deal like other bad guys were introduced at the same time, so it's like you just get, if you didn't see it, congrats, he was just another bad guy. The only difference is like you were rooting for his death way more than any other bad guy. Shao Tucker, there's a special place in hell for him. Oh my God, that's somehow worse. That's so much worse when you think about it. Hey, mom, or parental figure, watch this episode with me. Just turn around. Just hug the child. Does your daughter hate you? Oh my God. I would never do that to you. Oh my gosh. That is just. There are other moments that set the tone for the series. There really are. The tone was set, at the beginning of the series when their mother dies and they try to bring it back to life and they lose their limb. The tone was set. The tone was there. That's rubbing salt on the wound. That's rubbing salt, dunking it in alcohol, setting it afire, then ripping the scab back off, and dumping more salt on it. I'm not going to be able to finish this food. I had a little too much of the regular stuff. Rogue. Looked into the dynamite thing, but I can't see it because of the share you were from. It's illegal in the U.S. I knew it was. Dynamite fishing is illegal in the U.S. Ha! It's like inviting 3 best friends over and then showing them Human Centipede. Yeah. Adding injury to insult, not insult to injury. Yeah. Oh, and she couldn't have just told you? She had to make you live it. Yeah, that tracks for a Full Metal Alchemist fan. I would have done the same thing. If you had asked, I probably would have been like, I wouldn't have suggested you go watch it, but like if I was there and I was like, okay, watch this. I might have been even recording your reaction if I was close enough and whatnot. If I don't know somebody, I'm not going to suggest trauma to them though. But if you're my friend, we share in the trauma together. Not if it's on private property, I suppose, Dragon, yeah. I mean, if it's your property, I don't think they can tell you no. Unless you have an HOA or something. I bet her eyes lit up when you asked the question. Is Shadow Tucker her adopted? Oh, wow. Is Shadow Tucker banned? The shock was that bad. It's homemade moonshine and gunpowder bombs you use against rodent dens. Uses this trauma only to those you're close to. Stephen, I bet it's covered underneath the Geneva Convention. Or suggestions for those that are in Canada. The fact that you guys joke about that so willingly shocks even us Americans. Like, oh. And 90% of Americans, because 77 million is not, the billion plus people that live in the States. Whatever it is. It's like, God, it's a ridiculously high number. Like 2 billion or something like that. Somebody tell me how many people live in the U.S. It's a relatively high number, though. It's like way higher than the 77 million that voted for the orange. Again, I've warned people. 340 million. Less than 1/3 of the population voted for the orange asshole. Here's my take on this. I don't care who you voted for in the long run. I don't wish ill on anyone. Period. And that's probably because like of how much crap I've been through. Him taking away food stamps, Medicare, Medicaid affects his own voters. And I'm not going to laugh at them. The whole idea of let you fuck around, find out, and now you're suffering, stuff, mentality, I don't like that. You want to be in this together, be in it together. You want to be the person that goes, you shouldn't have voted for this. You can do that without literally rubbing their nose in shit. It's not what they voted for. It's not what they wanted. And if the person says that, they're lying to you. They're in denial, but it's also not your job to take care of them. When everyone pokes holes, the ship sinks faster. Yeah. The Electoral College rocks or sucks. Our voting system was broken due to broken politicians. Corrupted and broken politicians gerrymandered the whole thing to hell and back. Like the founding fathers, mothers, and everyone else in between did what they thought was best and what would work with checks and balances in place. And had politicians not become as corrupt as they are, and they've always been corrupt, don't get me wrong, it would still be working. There's no drain the swamp. You want to drain the swamp, place term limits. Watch how quickly the swamp drains. But that's too controversial. Just keep warning people to stock up on critical stuff. Yeah, that's effectively it. Stock up on the stuff that you actively get and use the most of. Every time we go out and buy toilet paper, despite the fact that toilet paper shouldn't go up in price much, it's wrapped in plastic. It's shipped in boxes. How many of the stuff that it's used in the production of toilet paper is from overseas? Just because the toilet paper is made here doesn't mean everything and every part of it that's used to make the toilet paper is. I'm not saying go out and buy a bunch of toilet paper, but what I am doing is every time I go buy toilet paper, I buy it in like the bigger packs, so it's individually packs. I take 2 of those and I put them on a shelf. And then when I run out of that, I do it again and put 2 more on the shelf, or 1 if I feel like it's not that bad right now. And once I have about 3-4 months supply of toilet paper set to the side, I will honestly be fine on toilet paper. And I'm repeating that pattern with a lot of different things right now because I don't have the money to go out and spend, $800-900 on buying a bunch of staple foods that I honestly don't have room for right now. And yes, I know I got the $600 donation. That's okay. It's not going to go towards that. It's going to go towards medical bills, so I can still go to the hospital if I need to. But I take something and I go like, you know what? I want to save this. And so like I have 3 things of bacon right now, and I'm probably not going to touch any of them. I'm going to go out and buy more bacon that's on sale, and I'll take one, put it in the freezer, take the other, and be like, this is the one that we use. And then I rotate them so that the oldest one is on top. And that's the one I will grab if I feel like grabbing a bacon or something. And I repeat that pattern with everything as much as I possibly can. So when I go to buy olives or canned goods, unless they are on sale, I'll buy 1 or 2 more than what I need because I can afford to do 1 or 2 more. And I'll put those away for a different time. Levi, did you learn the something? I don't know. The share your referral link is blocking your comment right now. We're almost done though. I'm gonna save this for like 30 minutes to an hour from now, or an hour, because I have Did you learn the FIFO method? First in, first out. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Rotation. And culinary arts, you rotate your food. So it goes in, rotate. Till it's out. Rotate. Rotate. Rotate your food. If you're stocking food and it's in the deep freezer or something, it's not a really huge concern. But at the same time, try to eat the older stuff first, because science has proven more recently that you can have food that's 20 years old, and as long as it never lost power, you can still technically safe to eat, even if it's not nutritionally great for you anymore or going to taste great. The amount of nutrition lost is mostly in water. I read about that and I was like, yeah, but I really don't want to eat freezer burned chicken. Just don't. Not a huge fan of it. Doesn't mean I can in a survival situation. Yes. I'm not in a survival situation. I'm in a things are doable. Hey, sweetie. Do you think you can wait 30 minutes on that? If you put it in the fridge for 30 minutes and cool the temperature down even further, it'll bubble better. All right, never mind. You're fine. All right, everyone. They have stitched cans of Spam. I did not know that. That's cool. That's cool. That is so cool. I want a can of Spam that has Stitch on it. I really do. Good morning, Melanie. I want to see Dragon Hunt's comment, but we're going to be calling it here in a second. I remember going to my grandparents' house, finding canned food from World War II. Some of it's still good. There's whole channels that exist to show you that you can still eat some of that stuff. That is nuts. But anyways, I want to thank you all for joining me today. Especially want to do a shout out for Tyler for doing that donation. You rock. That's going to make life dramatically easier over the next couple of weeks. And we're going to put that away for future medical bills. Hopefully not have to draw from it. Anyways, thank you again. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, divine spirit, and harmony among others. Remember, take one breath, one step, one day at a time. And until the winds blow your sails my way again, have an Acme day. Have an Acme day is product of the Have an Acme day will be richly built to your cat. Have an Acme day. And remember, have an Acme day simply means to have the best day you possibly can. Bye, everyone.